I represent the mountainous countries, and of course we feel that the mountain agenda hasn't been paid attention. Mountain and glaciers. Mountains are the water towers of the world. Mountains is where all the weather systems are formed. Mountain and glaciers, we need to pay attention to them and at least initiate this COP28 needs to result in launching a dialogue on mountain and climate. We just want to acknowledgement. We just want to acknowledgement that mountains are important separate climate zone. It's a region, it has specific needs of the indigenous people, the lifestyle of mountain areas, and therefore we just need to initiate the new global dialogue, mountains and climate. The way our countries in ocean islands, small islands, they received the dialogue and we supported them in solidarity. And that process continues. The mountain groups, of course, almost all countries have mountains, but there are several groups. There are groups of mountain countries. There are groups of friends of mountain countries. I'm not going to say specifically how many countries, but I can tell you that majority of the UN family knows about our, the group and our initiative and our sincere desire to see our interests reflected in the final document. These mountains regions, they are important by themselves because they are the place where 1/5 of our humanity resides. But it's also important because they are the source of water. Water is formed in mountains. And therefore sustainable water management in upstream will impact all the countries downstream. It's also very important that these glaciers, of course, are very important. The weather patterns and the systems. There is some science that is paying attention to the glaciers, but if comparatively speaking, our oceans receive at least hundreds of times more attention than the mountains and the glaciers. And therefore, it is high time that, it's not about funding, it's not about financing, it's about launching this new dialogue, mountain and climate, so that can work for several years and collect all the evidence and build up the case because mountains is where the weather is formed. And if we want to achieve the global goal of 1.5 degrees Celsius, a lot of this weather is being formed in mountains. And we need to address specifically interests of our region and launch this new dialogue on mountain and climate. United Arab Emirates and the Kyrgyz Republic, of course, we enjoy brotherly ties. We're having a very good cooperation in many areas of our bilateral relations. And when it comes to energy, we admire many innovations done by the United Arab Emirates. Yesterday I visited the Museum of the Future, and of course it's a very important showcase of what the energy holds, the science and the solar energy, all the renewables. I think Kyrgyzstan will continue to look for Emirati leadership in advancing interests not only of the developed countries, but also looking after interests of countries like Kyrgyzstan.